Last night, Rangers' match against Ross County was cancelled due to the away team being unable to travel down to Ibrox. In today's video though, we'll discuss the upcoming transfer window and discuss why a source has claimed that a player linked with Rangers will jump at a move this January. Not only that, we'll discuss all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Rangers assistant manager Stefan van der Heyden has expressed his shock at the Ibrox side's clash against Ross County being postponed. Club chiefs announced that the match had been called off after Ross County players and staff were unable to reach Glasgow due to adverse weather. The match had been due to kick off at 7:45 PM on Wednesday, December 27th, but will now be rescheduled. A Rangers statement confirmed the Ibrox playing surface was in good condition, but the match was called off due to the travel issues for the visiting team. This led to Van der Heyden taking to social media to address the postponement, writing on X, he said, "Cannot even remember when I had a game postponed." In other news, Rangers fan group the Union Bears have announced plans to send the team off from Ibrox on Saturday ahead of their huge derby showdown against Celtic. Scotland's top two go head-to-head at Celtic Park on December 30th, with the title race well and truly in the balance. Celtic are currently 5 points ahead in the Premiership, but Rangers do have 2 games in hand, with both set to take place in the new year. The match is set up nicely heading into the weekend, but if Rangers are to get a result, they will have to do so without any away supporters. Rangers confirmed their request to Celtic and the SPFL for an allocation for the fixture was not back last week. As a result, Ultra Group the Union Bears will give their team a send-off from Ibrox in the hope it will give a team a boost as they head to enemy territory. A tweet shared the simple message, "See them march on," while also confirming the meet-up time at 10 AM at Ibrox on Saturday. Alan Hutton has claimed Rangers target Lawrence Shankland would jump at a chance to move to Ibrox in January. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, the former Rangers star suggested the Hearts striker would move to Rangers this winter. Hearts are currently sitting third in the Scottish Premiership table after beating Hibernian last night. Shankland as a player is currently on fire, scoring 11 Premiership goals in 19 games. The Scotsman though still has 18 months left on his contract, but it is expected there will be plenty of interest in the striker come January. Asked by Football Insider whether Shankland would be tempted by a January move, Hutton said, "I think so, he's a quality player. I've heard he's got time on his contract, but for sides like Hearts, money talks. If Rangers could agree a fee, then I don't see why it wouldn't go through. Rangers are a massive club that I'm sure he would love to go and play for." Quick thinking, Rangers have donated unused food from last night's postponed game at Ibrox against Ross County to the Simon Community Food Bank in Glasgow. The match was postponed yesterday afternoon after terrible conditions caused by Storm Garrett left the A9 treacherous for the Highlanders and their fans to arrive safely in Glasgow. In a statement released on X, Ross County said, following consultation with Police Scotland regarding today's weather, conditions on the A9, this evening's match against Rangers has been postponed. Keen to see the provisions put to good use, Rangers and catering partner Levy moved swiftly to ensure food brought in for tonight's game does not go to waste and helps those in need. Rangers CEO James Bisgrove commented, "While of course everyone at Rangers was hoping for tonight's match to go ahead, we were very keen to support Glasgow's homeless community with a donation of some of the unused food from our sold-out hospitality suites and kiosk. We are extremely proud of our community roots at Rangers and we felt this was the least we could do, particularly at this time of year. I'd like to thank our partners, Levy, for their excellent support in making this possible." The Simon Community are a homeless charity whose volunteers are dedicated to meeting people on the streets and also have services in Edinburgh, Perth and North Lanarkshire. James Tavernier has a ridiculous scoring record for a right-back, and yet he's remained at Rangers player for the best part of a decade, and there hasn't been a great deal of transfer speculation around him during his time. The Englishman has been a standout for basically his entire Ibrox spell, and has skippered the side for much of it. He's contracted until 2026, when he will be 34, and so it's not inconceivable that he will finish his career at the Light Blues 11 years after signing from Wigan. His former teammate Jermaine Defoe was in Glasgow for a much shorter time in the twilight of his career, but has the experience of playing for some huge clubs down south as well. He's been discussing Tavernier and why he perhaps hadn't been snapped up by a Premier League side despite his exploits in the Premiership. And Defoe reckons a major factor is people down south not realising the enormity of playing for Rangers, meaning it would take something very special to prize him away. He told Filthy Fellas podcast, People need to realise, and a lot of people don't actually realise for Tav, it has to be the right move for him. Okay, if he is leaving Rangers, Rangers should be playing Champions League if you win the league. It's so difficult going from Rangers to elsewhere. You have to go and experience it at the club. You talk about the standards and the expectations. You can't come second, you may as well come last. He's in an environment where he's playing in front of 50,000 every single week. Crazy Rangers fans. It feels like 100,000 when you're in the stadium, Europa or Champions League. He is the captain, he is winning trophies. If you look at the list of players who have played for that football club, big names. He's thinking, if I leave, it needs to make sense for me. Because what's the point? You're going to leave like Joe Aribo, for instance, and I love Joe. A kind-hearted Rangers star spent his Christmas Day helping the people of Glasgow. Ross McCausland visited Blue Vale Community Club on December 25th, where selfless volunteers worked hard to serve free three-course festive dinner to 100 locals. The 20-year-old winger was among those lending a hand to prepare and serve the meals. Staff at the organisation, which is based in Denniston and Haggle, thanked McCausland for his efforts. A spokesman said there was a total of 65 people who received a meal from us, with just 30 sitting in at the Reverdale Centre and just over 35 having their meal delivered. We'd like to thank all the volunteers today who helped the centre and did deliveries. Big thank you to all who have worked hard over December to make this Christmas so good for so many people. A special thank you to Rangers FC player Ross McCausland for giving up his time on Christmas Day to help prepare, serve and deliver some meals. The Northern Ireland international recently signed a new contract with Rangers until 2027. And we previously reported that he is confident that Rangers can repeat their 2021-2022 season success in Europe. He said, if we were to do that this year, which I think we've got a strong chance of doing, that would be an amazing part of it. Rangers is such a big club, it's so well thought of in Glasgow and back home as well. The reaction I've had from the family, they're all proud as punch. Rangers fans, what are your thoughts on Shankland and would you take him this January? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we have got Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Do keep your eyes peeled for January as we've got a big drop on its way. Thank you guys and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.